This is Tutor Nick P, and this is quotes 132. Today we have another one by Mark Twain. Yeah, again, he has said many, many good quotes. If you like this one, you could probably go back and check my other quotes that I did in other videos. Just put in Tutor Nick P and Mark Twain, and you'll probably see I did about 6 or 7 at least on Mark Twain. But let's look at today's quotes. The quote today is, "Politicians and diapers must be changed often, and for the same reason." Okay, let's take a look at the note here. I guess Mark Twain is trying to tell us they both end up being full of crap. Well, literally. So it is better to change them more often. If you let a baby's diaper go too long without changing it, it could turn into a real disaster. Yeah, for anybody that's ever had small kids, even though I tried to make sure this never really happens, but the few times it does, you go, oh my God, what happened? So same idea. When the politician's around too long, well, kind of similar. So let's continue here. The reasons to change diapers are obvious. With politicians, this idea would be in regard to term limits. Some people suggest that if a congressman were limited to 1 or 2 terms, they would be less likely to be corrupted. Often politicians get corrupted by the desire to hold on to power and, the effort to try to hold on to power. It is said politicians will spend over 50% of their time just trying to raise funds for their next political campaign. So, yeah, you see these politicians and you think they must be meeting and talking about the laws all the time and debating about them. No, actually, it's a lot less than you think. Most of the time, they're at their offices, they're on the phone and seeing who can give them money. And, of course, with every donation, usually they have to make promises. So the longer they are, the more donations, the more they have to owe people. So let's continue. By trying to be a career politician, it leaves you open to corruption. You may be more willing to take bribes. Yeah, they need the money for those political campaigns. So either through their personal gain, well, maybe there's hidden money they got somehow, some way, or in the form of contributions. Yeah, and when I've heard, like, when a politician retires, or even if he loses, if he still has more money that he didn't use up, he gets to keep that money for his own personal use. He doesn't have to give it back to the party too. All right, so let's continue. And political contributions don't come free. Yeah, unfortunately. The people who give these contributions often expect something in return. So if you don't do it, you're not going to get future contributions from them. So, okay, let's continue. You are expected to do something for them. The longer a politician stays in office, the greater the chance he has already been compromised. So somehow maybe they have something on him. He's been limited already. The longer you're there, the more the chance they got something on you. By having skeletons in his or her closet, I don't know, maybe you got tempted. Remember, a lot of times they say with these politicians, even if you seem like an honest politician, sometimes maybe they invite you to parties, they have young girls around, they get you drunk, they drug you, and, they may end up with something on you. Hidden scandals. Yeah, they may. That's one of the best ways they do it. If they get something on you, and they'll say, well, either you vote our way, or you vote the way we want you to vote, or, this scandal will be revealed, and not only will your career be over, but, maybe your whole life will be upset, Who knows what the scandal is. Blackmail. Yeah, again, they might have set you up. Like I said, even if you were honest to begin with, you might have been set up, you might be blackmailed, that if you don't do it, if you don't follow their wishes, you don't follow their agenda, you don't vote the way they want you to vote, then something bad may be revealed about you, something may happen, threats, etc. So you can see why, even back in Mark Twain's day, this is well over 100 years ago, he thought Politicians and diapers must be changed. So even back at that time, he thought, the more you change them, the better. The longer they hang around, the more they could be corrupted, the more they could be polluted. Okay, anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it's clear. I hope it's informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.